What is going on to you Aquarius out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So you Aquarius have the Page of Pentacles. This is a reading for June, but you Aquarius have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and you Aquarius have the Eight of Swords right here. So what you Aquarius got going on is the Page of Pentacles speaks to a lot of you Aquarius are actually, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. The Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. A lot of you Aquarius are just now starting to come into a lot of y'all freedom that y'all forgot that y'all had. There's no geeky friend. There's no geeky weirdo friend or like geek, you know what I'm saying? Like a dysfunctional weirdo person holding you back from doing anything that you Aquarius want to do, right? You are pretty much free to do whatever you want to do. So now it's just you. What do you want to do? You know? And a lot of you Aquarius are very blessed to be in this position right now. I don't really see you Aquarius being in debt. Based upon these two cards, what it is I'm seeing is, I'm seeing that you Aquarius are in a prime position to do whatever the hell you want to do. You know, do whatever it is that you want to do. But you know, as of right now, you Aquarius just can't necessarily believe that you finally put yourself in a position where you don't have to deal with that type of stuff. You know, you don't have to deal with debt, crazy, romantic interests. You know, some of you may have children. Your children could take care of themselves. Even if the children are small, you're financially set to handle your responsibilities to where that's not really an issue. That's not a problem. And a lot of you Aquarius are just kind of playing it right now, because a lot of you Aquarius are like, you know, you really can't believe that you're in this position, you know? So you just don't want to, you just want to make sure that the coast is clear first before you start thinking that you don't have to do that. Because you don't want, like I said, you don't want the shoe to drop where you start thinking that. And then the next thing you know, right, next week, now is some crazy stuff happening soon, just like that. And then now you Aquarius like, oh snap, now I gotta actually go ahead and deal with this issue, right? So soon, right after you was thinking to yourself, wait, am I out? Am I out of this? Am I out of debt? Okay, cool. Boom, right? Now, next thing you know, a bill smacks you. You know, not a person. I don't want YouTube to hit me, but I mean a bill smacks you, right? Crazy bill, $1,000 some odd bill, right? Nah. So you Aquarius are just taking it nice and easy, you know, not really thinking up until 2, 3, 4, 5 months later, right? So now the Eight of Swords is about how a lot of you Aquarius, like I was talking about, you got out, which means that, you know, all of the personal connections that you Aquarius have had, particularly with people, right? All of the ones that don't really provide value to you, you pretty much cut them off, like I was talking about. Now, you know, I don't necessarily see it being a food thing or an emotional problem, because then the Eight of Cups would have came up, right? I see more so this is people, right? The swords represent mind. So you cut them off, right? The eight, whenever it is that I get the 8 cards, it usually means a cutoff point, a point where you stop talking to the person because, you know, it was time for you to end things with this person, right? Whatever kind of relationships. So the Eight of Swords not only represents, it's been on your to-do list for a while, right? Get back to being single, or maybe you with somebody, but the two of y'all are finally being able to actually get over this rough patch. Two of y'all are good, stuff like this. But the point that I'm trying to make here with this is good waters ahead. Things are making sense. You don't have to worry about, you know, just people, dysfunctional people setting you up, trying to set you up to being a poorhouse. You got to pay off some sort of crazy debt, or they land themselves in prison, or excuse me, jail or something like this. You got to bail them out. You know what I'm saying? Something stupid, some sort of hospital bill, something unexpected, off the wall that you now got to come out of pocket and pay for, or somebody is stressing you out about. They know that it's going to stress you out, and then here they are trying to stress you out about it. Anything it takes to get your attention, no matter how it is. You Aquarius don't have to deal with that, because you stop talking to those types of people. You have essentially cut off all of those people. So this is part of why it's smooth sailing. Part of the reason why things go so terribly, just in general, regardless of zodiac signs, is because sometimes it means that you got too many people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times, the issues come from others. The issues comes from people, right? Congregation. It comes from people who are alive, who keep making these mistakes, or they made this mistake, or keep making this mistake, right? Whether it's the first time or the millionth time, especially the people who don't learn from their lessons, that's what keeps setting you back behind the 8 ball, right? Because this is why there's a lot of you Aquarius will get with people, and they always seem to just not actually be able to learn from their lessons. And next thing you know, you Aquarius got to bail these people out. You got to have a back, right? They're trying to make it seem like you Aquarius they have to hold you responsible for being their keeper and all of that. And you Aquarius finally stopped being that by setting the record straight. Like, you Aquarius don't want to do that. You don't want to be people's keepers. And truth be told, you shouldn't have to. Like, I understand you Aquarius every now and again watching out for somebody's back, giving them some money if they really down and out, and you rock with them in that way. They don't necessarily have to pay it. Maybe they do have to pay it back, but you trust them that much to where you loan them, or you just give them the money because this is short term. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? This isn't something where they're a parasite. It's something where they truly are down and out, and you Aquarius really rock with them. They play an important part in your development because they've been there for you. They've been there for you, and they've been there with you rocking. That's not what this is. This is you Aquarius not hanging out with goofies anymore, because you set the record straight. Hey, you Aquarius done did enough. How much, you do so much and they do so little for you. And you Aquarius are not counting, but that's the point. It's disproportionate, So the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Cups is how you've also, you Aquarius are also getting on a diet. There's also your eating habits are changing as well. Remember how I was talking about the 8 of Cups when I first saw the 8 of Swords? I wasn't even paying attention to the 8 of Cups. I just laid the cards down. But the 8 of Cups, your relationship with food is also becoming better, right? You're learning how to actually, not learning, but like you're learning that working out and eating and sleeping the way that you should is a good combination. So why that's a good thing is because you're bringing it all together. Some of you Aquarius may have been working out, but you was eating like trash, right? You could be able to get away with it because you don't necessarily eat so much. Some of you Aquarius, I know a lot of you Aquarius personally who probably eat like once, twice a day. You know what I mean? But not only is it that, but also this is deeper than that. You're learning how to get your emotions in control too, because a lot of you Aquarius are learning that you shouldn't. A lot of you Aquarius, because you've had so much stress going on in your lives, the weight is actually coming off because you're not emotionally eating, is what I'm referring to. So yeah, the weight is naturally coming off anyway because of the fact that you Aquarius are not emotionally eating. So because you're not eating your emotions, right? And on top of that, you're working out, right? Exercise is really important to a lot of you Aquarius. And then you're starting to dial in or get really in sync with eating a little bit more cleaner, right? And what I mean by that is not eating so much and not eating so much junk food, right? If you can learn to do those two things at the same time, where you don't eat in excess and you don't eat so much junk food, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, because when it comes to gaining weight is just about um the amount that you eat, how much versus how much you move, or plus how much you move. That's the equation. That's the equation for what body you're gonna have, right? Your aesthetics. You understand what I'm saying? So now that you're learning how to get that up underneath control, the Hierophant and the Six of Wands just represents nirvana. A lot of you Aquarius are, like I said, joy. The Hierophant in this one, just represents joy. It represents, again, so many things are finally being able to actually start coming together because you don't have stress in your life. And this is exactly what it is I've been telling y'all about ghost ganging. Ghost gang. It's not a gang. It's not an organization. It's not a criminal it's not an organization at all. What it's about is just about not consuming an excess of the internet. What's trendy? What's in the zeitgeist, what's popular. It's about you Aquarius. It's about Ghost Gang. It's about, specifically for you Aquarius, this is about you Aquarius living your life the way that you need to. Forget about the hyperbole, forget about the trendy stuff, forget about the social media nonsense. This is about what you personally need to do. That's what Ghost Gang is about, right? Because the more you stay on the internet, the more you kind of broadcast your failures, is the more it starts to drive you crazy, right? Even when it comes to ghost ganging in real life, it's a real thing. Ghost Nation in real life, right? Because because it's about cutting off also people who bring you down, drag you down. I've been doing that quite a lot. I just now started to talk to some people who I haven't talked to in months, 2-3 months. Yeah, 2-3 months, because, or maybe even longer than that, because I just don't want to. I don't want to be in a position where, I'm just around. Same thing for you. I'm talking about me a little bit, but that's the point that I'm trying to make. So the Ace of Cups now is you Aquarius want to control your day, right? Like, you want to have a better handle on what's happening around you. And the best way to do that, honestly, the best way to do that is to go ghost. It's to do your own thing, because what happens is that the more people you have in your life is the more drama you're going to have. The more drama you're going to have. You have to limit some of the people that you had in your life in order so that you can be happier, because the more people you have in your life is the more drama you're going to have. Yours, right? Your own drama. And then the drama that other people bring to the table, right? So when you understand what's important and what's not, you'll start to kind of ghost everybody. Now, I'm saying all that to say that plenty of joy, right? The Hermit and the Knight of Swords. I spoke too soon. A lot of you Aquarius want to stay there because the hermit is a hermit. The hermit is a person that has exiled themselves. Just decides to just be like, you know what? You're going to be a hermit. You'd rather just go off and do your own thing and be by yourself and not have to worry about what others got going on and what's trendy and what's up, and just do your own thing, you know? And the Nine of Swords represents a lot more, you know, because it's driving you crazy. This social media, you know, the drama that you have to experience in your world, it's driving you crazy. People that let you down, right? But what happens? You Aquarius, you stop talking to them. Cut them off. You just disappear. You just cut off. You cut off the people that are creating drama for you. And unless it's family, and even family is cut off to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is meaning that the family that is cut off is the people who really bring you down, for real, for real. But for the most part, right, whoever is cutting you off, you just cut them off. And you Aquarius, Nine of Swords, you realize that you're not going to be able to have a peace of mind, because the Nine of Swords is about not having a peace of mind. Not having a peaceful mind. The hermit, the mind being fragmented. So there's a need for silence. There's a need for getting yourself back to health by staying away from others, right? The hermit is person in the cave, the person who just exiles themselves from everyone. That's what you Aquarius need. How you do that is simple. Cut off the people that out here, all they can provide for you is just stress and dysfunction. You have done that and you're seeing it. Good. Now continue to do that. There's still some people who might be around you, Aquarius, who is still on some nonsense that you don't want to let go, or you want to let go, but you want to let go of them, but you're hesitating to let them go because these are people who you really know, but it's going to hurt you to let go. Well, you still have to let it. It depends. It really depends on how far you really willing to go with this thing. If you really want a peace of mind, you're going to have to let them go. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Hermit. Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Fool. Yeah, because, you know, all you're going to have is knuckleheads. If you keep those people in your life, all they're going to do is just continue to be knuckleheaded. Knuckleheaded ninnies. And just get on your nerves. You know, I mean, you know, y'all Aquarius, y'all been around the block. Y'all know the deal. Getting on your nerves. Deliberately missing the point of the things that y'all be saying. Acting like they slow, acting like they don't have a proper education, like they've never been to school or never learned how to read and write, you know, just you know what I'm saying? Just the overall getting on like they don't have any sense. And you Aquarius are supposed to be above that. You know, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Fool represents how, so as a result of this, you Aquarius have to understand that, you know, you need to be paying attention to you and what you Aquarius need. And what fits in for your lifestyle. Y'all are overdoing it. You Aquarius are overthinking about what everybody else needed back in the day. Now it's time for you Aquarius to start being a little bit selfish and pay attention for you, to you, give you what you need. You know, being selfish is good to a certain extent. You know, I'm not saying be selfish to the point of insanity. You just a crazy individual, right? That doesn't see anything else. That kind of has problems seeing how far things can go. But I mean from the perspective of self-preservation. Yeah, you know, within good reason. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And the Fool is about how this is a new journey that a lot of you Aquarius are getting on. A lot of y'all have kind of sacrificed yourselves and put yourselves on the back burner a little bit to appease others. And now it's about learning how to appease yourself. That's a whole other story. That's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to get a personal reading from me, you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, or you can go to the link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me. But drop down to the bottom of the website, right, the Wix website. And what you can do is you can type in your email address and the topic and stuff like this there. All right. Sometimes people tell me that they can't find it. It's at the bottom of the page on my Wix website. Okay. Check out what it is that you would like to get a reading on, how much, how long of the reading that you want. Contact me and I'll give you your reading.